Okay, that's because my mute was on. I'm telling you, y'all. So, good morning. I hope you can hear me now. Good morning. I always forget I have my button muted before I come on, just in case I accidentally come on and you know something else isn't going on that isn't for everybody's ears, and so I always forget to unmute it. So um, there we go. So in Shannon, I see you're in YouTube, and I also Beverly, I see you're in. Okay, both of y'all are in YouTube. I don't see it from this end, but do y'all have little blue wrenches beside your name by any chance? You should. Good morning, Donna. Good morning, Jackie. Well, good afternoon instead of good morning. Yeah, y'all, you do see him? Okay, okay. Now, Beverly and Shannon, if you want, you can, if you like, click on somebody's name or hover over their name, or off to the right, there might be three little dots off to the side. You can see that you have some extra powers. Hopefully, you won't have to use those extra powers, but if you need to, y'all know what to do, or what I kind of told y'all could do. So, anyway, good afternoon, everybody. My name is Barbara Ragsdale. I'm a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator that lives in the San Antonio, Texas area, and I am live normally at 10 a.m. on Wednesday mornings, but this morning was a little different. And I will be completely honest with you guys. I always try to be as much as I can without giving too much information out there. But I have been having, and it really doesn't have to deal with the kittens, but I have been having a really hard time getting to sleep. Like, seriously, I can't just lay down and conk out unless I am completely exhausted. And last night, I did something that I probably shouldn't have. Um, Not only does the itching keep me up and I toss and turn, and then restless leg syndrome kicks in, and then I get anxious because I know that time's just ticking and I'm laying there tossing and turning and in pain. And so I decided last night, and I forgot to put my earrings on. I decided last night to do something, and now I realize the after effect of that. So I'm not sure I will be doing that again, or if I do, I won't be doing it definitely um, the night before I go live. But I have several medications, and one of the medications I have to take at night already. Um, it does help me sleep, but it also is supposed to cut down on the itching so that I can get a restful night's sleep. Well, last night I took a double dose because the single dose isn't working anymore. So I took a double dose of that. And then because I get anxiety when I'm trying to go to sleep, I threw a Xanax on top of that. And because I'm taking a muscular medication as well, a different muscular medication to help ease the muscular issues. I took one on top of that as well. So I took 4 medications last night, and I had a really great sleep. But unfortunately, I slept through I slept through my alarm plus 3 more hours. And so while I need to talk to my doctor about that, I definitely it worked. It worked, and I woke up. So that was the best thing that happened out of that. So I ended up terribly oversleeping through my alarm. Didn't even hear it. I was so out of it that I didn't even hear it. But when I woke up, oh yeah, Shannon, I slept like a baby. But when I woke up to a panic text from my husband. We won't go into that because I won't embarrass him. But anyway, yeah, it was a pretty eventful morning as soon as I woke up. But you know what? You're right. I I'm not getting enough rest because I do so much during the daytime. But I do want to share with you something else that fabulously happened yesterday, you guys. Quick story. I was going to post it on Facebook, but I was like, nah, I better not. But I want to give a shout out to my realtor, Cindy Wilkes. Her and her husband, Patrick, they've been wonderful from the first house I bought to when I sold it. And then when Chris and I bought this house. And then, they're going to be in our lives for a while as long as we have realtor needs. So I reached out to her because a year and a half, last January, I lost my house cleaning lady. I have no idea where she went. I have no idea if I don't know. She just up and like went missing. None of her clients have seen her or heard from her. I hope she's okay. I don't know if there was anything going on in her marriage or if COVID got a hold of the family. I don't know. But I had been struggling to keep up with. Did you hear that peep? That was one of the kittens. They hear me talking. But I had been struggling to keep up with this house, and with the hand issues and muscular, just everything, it's tough. And y'all know, those of you out there that have teen boys that could very well swim in their own filth in their own room, that's their rooms. They're still responsible for cleaning those. But the common areas, the living room, the kitchen, the dining room. But anyway, I really enjoy a tidy house. I really do. But in my current years where I'm just so tired all the time, you tend to let things go. You just have to pick your battles. You're like, okay, I just need to rest. I'm not going to get in there and pick up. And I do a really good job of just picking up, but it's the deep cleaning. And y'all know what I'm talking about. Deep cleaning, when we're talking about baseboards and ceiling fans and windows, the whole 9 yards. So I asked her to recommend a cleaning person because I knew that they would have some. But anyway, she did. And the lady came over yesterday with help. There was 2 ladies that came over, and for a little more than 3 hours, they were hitting it in there. And so the good thing that happened yesterday was a cleaning lady finally came back to the house, and they deep cleaned the living room area, the kitchen area, the eating area, the laundry room, the little half bath over here, off to the crafting studio, the whole 9 yards. They cleaned the floors. They even went into my fridge and when I opened my fridge after they left, it looked like, y'all remember that movie, Sleeping with the Enemy? Everything was lined up. You could tell they had wiped the inside of the fridge down. It was, I was like, who did that? And then it made me remember that, because I didn't go in there. The whole time they were in there, I did not go in there. I was like, I'm not going to leave them to their business. I was here in the craft room doing some stuff. I could hear all kinds of things happening in there. It was hilarious. But yeah, it looked like a scene from Sleeping with the Enemy inside my fridge. But I was grateful because the fridge did need to be wiped down. The outside, the top, the bottom. They even moved the dryer and the washer in the laundry room, and it was so funny. I don't have them right here with me. I think I forgot what I did with them, but because I had them right here next to me. She even came out one time and she was like, Miss Barbara, she goes, "Are these somebody's toys?" And she gave me this. She put out her hand like this, and in there was 5 of those little yellow bouncy balls that come from Nerf guns. And I couldn't do anything but laugh. I laughed and I was like, yeah, those belong to the cat Bino. And so all his balls apparently with him like, swatting them around the house, they ended up in the laundry room behind the washer and dryer. And she got those out for him. So she brought them to me. It had lint on it, the whole 9 yards. But after they left, I caught the cats in the kitchen just sitting in the middle of the kitchen going, even the cats were confused because the floor where they're usually at, or where their food's at, and in the middle of the floor was like super clean, and they're sniffing the air. You could just see the little noses sniffing the air. Like, what's going on? It's way too clean in here. But finally they got over it, but still it was hilarious. And of course I had a roast going in the crock pot yesterday too, so the house was smelling really, really good, and dinner was fabulous. But I was just so finally happy that somebody could come in and do that deep cleaning that needed to be done that I could not do, because it's not easy for me to get on the floor. And if I get on the floor, it's going to take a moment to get up, and I may or may not need help, and I may or may not hurt myself, And why did my thing do that? I just noticed my other screen flip-flopped on me out of nowhere. And bear with me here. But anyway, that was my funny story from yesterday. And so let me stop the cam on. Let me stop the cam on that one and see if I can fix this. And then let me get off camera here. And then I'm going to keep talking while I try to fix the camera angle. You know what? Let me try this. Because I might be able to trick it. Turn it. Ooh, what is that on the screen? Okay, well, it turned back on me. All right, well, hello. Let me turn it back. Trying to see why my camera is like doing its own little thing over here. And clearly there's a delay. Please don't start on me today, you guys. Not you guys, my camera guys here. Let's see. This will be easy here. You need to share who cleaned for you. Well, Shannon, it was my realtor. All right. Well, there goes my image, y'all. Okay, so that's okay. I can let that one fly. I just need to be able to fix my other one before I get started. So who cleaned for me was, let me see if I can fix this while I'm chatting here. So who cleaned it for me was my realtor's cleaning lady, and her name is Sarah. I didn't catch her business name, but she's the one that did it for me. She brought her and her friend came over, and let me see. Let's see. All right, hold on. I'm going to try to fix this, you guys. I know y'all can probably hear all that messing around here. One moment. Let's see if that did anything. It looks like it did. Okay, yes, it did. All right, it might be a little crooked, but let me see if I can fix it this way. I'll just move it like that. And there I am. Okay. So, yeah, so it was my realtor's cleaning lady that recommended Sarah to come over and help do some cleaning. So, yeah, it's been a fun and eventful. Well, yesterday was fun. This morning, I would say it's more eventful, but yeah, yeah. I think she's here in San Antonio. I'm not sure what part of San Antonio she's at, but if you're interested, Shannon, just let me know and I can send you her information. So we'll see if she can help anybody else out. But yeah. Jess says the dust bunnies got her. Yeah. It was, y'all, it was kind of crazy. Definitely. So and then let's see. Beverly's on the floor laughing her tutu out. Love it and can so relate to the cleaning helpers and animals. My last lady got my cats hooked on treats. She brought them to allow. Yeah, we're still getting them. Yeah, she saw the babies, and so she, of course, had to stop and play with the babies for just a little bit because she loves kittens. So yeah. All right, you guys. Let's get this over with. Let's even get started. Let's do that. Let's get a drawing out of the way. I have the names for last week. Let's see if this pops up. Let me make me a little bit smaller here so y'all can see the. There we go. I don't know why it's still on the screen. I'm gonna shuffle it a couple of more times. All right, and then let me get it to the wheel. All right, hopefully y'all can see that. I realized I had a snafu. I had a call with a customer a couple of days ago, and I realized I had a little snafu with names that are being pulled. It was only pulling the comments that were coming from Facebook, not the ones from YouTube. Although when I went back and looked, it's some of the same names that were in YouTube were on Facebook. So there was a couple of people that weren't being pulled into the drawings. And for that, I apologize. But I have fixed it. And so I went back and double checked and made sure that these names were the names that were the comments or liked or shares that are getting onto the wheel, because I definitely don't want anybody to feel like it is not a fair drawing, because it is. That's why I do my drawings live, because I don't want to just pick off to the side and then it's a blind trust. Like, is that really who she picked? Well, yeah, because that's why I do my drawings live. So these are the names from last week. And what did I have? Y'all, I swear. Is this it? I pulled something out for the drawing, and now, oh, I put it back over here. I put it aside because it is something that's new in package, but it's something that literally just recently retired, and I wanted to go ahead and give it away since it was a good full new package. So let me grab it. It's right here. I actually have two things. And I have two things, and I'll go ahead and do two drawings. I'll go ahead and do two drawings for both of these. One and one. So let me get my little Post-it note so I can write it down for each one of these. So I'm just going to do two drawings right now. And the first one I'm going to do is going to be for it's this package of adhesive backed hexagons. So they're little hexagon shaped. You can see that. Get it up there in the camera so I can get a good view. I can't ever get the camera angle right here. There we go. You got 3 colors on there. One of them looks to be, that's definitely basic black. This middle color, I don't know if it has it on the back. The middle color looks like either petal pink or flirty flamingo. And then the last color, it looks like just jade. Anyway, there's 3 different colors on here. So this is the first one I'm going to give away. So good luck. The winner gets one thing of everything new in the cat. That's really funny, Jess. But now that the new catalog is coming out, then yes, the new prizes will, after today, will be new products. So keep that in mind. And before I do this, I just want to thank you all for your likes, your comments, and shares. I know I've shared this before, but Stampin' Up! Is all that I do. And so your support here, whether it's watching me or sharing my videos, or if you're a regular customer of any kind, buying things online, attending events, retreats, whatever, all of this is able to afford me to be able to come live a couple of weeks and then to also have extra prizes on hand in order to give back to you guys. And then to also be able to offer my monthly online ordering special, which we're going to go over that really, really quickly. But let's get this drawing out of the way. Get my pen. And these are for the adhesive back hexagons. Oh, did y'all see that? That changed literally at the last minute. It like very, very like split second went over to the next name. So Corin. And notice it's Corin's share. Got her to win that particular prize. So let me get my next prize, and I'm just going to end up respinning for the wheel. The next one I have is a package. This one's nice too. Is a package of the matte decorative dots, and there's actually 4 colors to this. It looks like there's just 4 colors. If I had to guess, one of them might be cherry cobbler. That one looks like it might be either crushed curry or daffodil delight. This one looks like pear pizzazz. And the last one, I can't tell. It would be in the old catalog, you guys. But it's like a darker green. But as I look at my colors, I can't tell. It might be evening evergreen. It looks like it might be evening evergreen, but it's they're shades of green. So the dark dots, there's dark and lighter dots. So they're like ombre kind of colors, I guess you could say, as far as the darkest to going a little bit lighter. So I have a new package of those as well. And then let me go ahead and just respin for that for a winner. Dun, dun. Who's it gonna be? It is Lisa. Why is there a delay? Why is there a delay? It's because my phone went out again. I'm leaving it right here, but it says, there we go. That's what it ended up on. Lisa Pettit. I'm glad it came back, but I wasn't anticipating that to go out. But it did end up on Lisa Pettit. So congratulations, Lisa. Congratulations. Who was that? Corin, Congratulations to both of you. I will let you know, Darcy Dutton, if you are watching, I don't see you on here right now, but if you come back and you watch the replay, I still have your unclaimed prize of the Rhinestone Waves Basic Jewels. So if you see this, private message me your mailing address because I don't have your mailing address. Okay. I'm going to give it one more week. And then if Darcy doesn't claim her prize, then I'll be redrawing for these. This is a prize from a couple of weeks ago or a week ago at least, that I still have that I need to get rid of. All right. Let's talk about just a few things, and then I will get going on. The layout. So let me pop that up there. Don't forget, we still have about 6 more days left for our In Color, the next paper pumpkin kit, the In Color. 200 of the kits are going to have vouchers in them for $25. It's a golden voucher that they're giving away. And so if you're a Paper Pumpkin subscriber, which is our monthly paper crafting subscription service, you will want to make sure that you keep your subscription current. Don't go pausing it unless you have to. You can, but don't go pausing it or anything like that, because you may very well have a golden voucher for $25 of Stampin' Up! Product in your Paper Pumpkin kit, and you'll know it. So you'll want to keep your eye on that. So when you get your kits this month, make sure you check it. Open it right away and check it. And I want to know if anybody gets one of those golden vouchers. I really do. That's exciting. That's free stuff. The kit itself, I thought I had my little thing out here, but next month's kit, let's see. Where's my little, thought I had my little description. But if I remember correctly, it's going to make gift cards and regular cards, and it's going to be totally about In Color. So make sure you subscribe on or before the 10th to be entered into that. And then also, right now, beginning yesterday through the end of this month, if you are not a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator already, which I have a lot of demonstrators that watch, but if you want a 20% discount on your crafting supplies all by yourself, you can do this. The starter kit, there's a special that started yesterday and goes through the end of this month. When you join the Stampin' Up! Family, so when you purchase your own demonstrator kit, you are not only going to get to pick $125 of whatever you want in the catalog, not what somebody else thinks you need, but what you want. You get to choose that. So $125 in product. You're also going to get a full set of the new In Color stamp pads. That's all 5 of the new In Colors. You're going to get a package of the In Color cardstock. So it's the one that has the package of either 20 or 24, where it's got all of the colors in it. It's the combination package. You're also going to get a package of the new In Color 6x6 Designer Series paper. And then I was able to get the picture of that they provided us of new In Color grid paper. I don't think it's a really full big package like our normal grid paper comes in. It's usually like maybe 10 to 15 sheets, maybe around 10 sheets, I think. I didn't see the details on that, but there's a picture of that. And then, they always throw in a free past paper pumpkin kit. All of that for $99 plus tax. Plus, as a demonstrator, y'all already know there's perks. We got to see the catalog a whole month. This catalog right here, we got to see this catalog a whole month before it even came out to everybody else. We got to pre-order from it. We're going to know what's going to be coming up in the holiday catalog, which I got my little notice across in when I logged into my account about the mailing selector for the holiday catalog. So that's already coming up. And then we have Celebration coming up again, which you're going to be able to get pre-access to that as well. So there's lots of perks to being a demonstrator. Plus, you don't have to do this as a business. I know I've told y'all before, you don't have to do this as a business. You can simply purchase the kit just to enjoy a discount all by your only self. That's called party of one. There's a lot of party of ones. I'm my own party of one a lot of times. So it's very, very easy to maintain being a demonstrator. It really is. And there's absolutely no obligation, none whatsoever. If you drop, you just come back. It really is that easy, you guys. Okay, so let me put this over here. And then what else do I have? What else? Let's see. These little banners and things help remind me to tell y'all stuff. Oh, I just saw this morning as well. Paper Pumpkin subscribers. I did a little snapshot of the email. Paper Pumpkin is doing a special discount on past Paper Pumpkin kits and refills that were released a year or more ago. And I know there's some favorites out there. Kits from early 2021 will be sold at 50% off the original price. These kits are exclusively available to current subscribers only and while supplies last. So y'all know what that means. Being a Paper Pumpkin subscriber has its benefits because they only, with the exception of the Hope refill boxes, that promo lately, there are benefits to being Paper Pumpkin subscribers. So if you are a subscriber and you didn't see this yet, go check it out. Your favorite past kit or refill may be on there, and it's 50% off. So if you need help, if you're one of my Paper Pumpkin subscribers and you need help with ordering, just let me know. You can always shoot me an email and I can do it for you. I will need your credit card information though. But other than that, happy shopping, everybody, especially from this big bad new catalog that we just got. And then I just want to remind you, if you missed this last week, Sunday, I made the 4 cards for the monthly online ordering special from the He's the Man Suite collection. And here they are. I got to cut kits. I got to start cutting kits today because I have probably about 8 of them that I need to cut right now. This is the free kit in the mail. So your order of $25 or more, let me get that banner up because that reminds me. There we go. So your order of $25 or more, when you place that order with me and you use that host code that is floating across the screen right now, that gets you the free cut kit in order to make all 4 of these cards. Everything is punched for you, die cut for you, embossed. It includes all of the accessories. I had to think about that. All the accessories that you need. And orders of $50 or more are going to get a free package of the rustic metallic dots that we use in there, in with your cards. You're going to get a free package of that as well. So there you have it. Orders of $25 or more using that new host code. And y'all didn't see those up close. That one says, holy smokes, You're amazing. This one says, happy birthday to a classic. This one says, together for the long haul. And this one is wishing you a happy Father's Day. So it is already May the 4th. Next month is Father's Day, ladies. So if you have a man in your life or an uncle, a grandpa, even an elderly neighbor that you want to give a card to, and it's a free kit in the mail, you can go place that order, and then I will get you your free kit out. And then the last thing I want to remind everybody really, really quickly is tomorrow. What is tomorrow? Yeah, no, Friday. I'm sorry, Friday. I don't know why I was thinking I'm a day off. But anyway, Friday, May 6th, 6 p.m., same place, right here, streaming on Facebook and YouTube. Going to be having my huge stamp set / bundle retire sale. So if you are looking for some retired stamp sets, maybe some past favorite ones, or bundles, even current stuff that just retired a couple of days ago, I'm going to be showing them on there starting at 6 p.m. I'm going to get on here and I'm going to try to go through it as quickly as I can. I am pulling a couple of other things while I am some smaller little items that I'm pulling to add in for prizes. So I'm still thinking about how I'm going to do the prizes. So, but that'll be a surprise, and I'll just announce that Friday night. So, all right. So if y'all missed last week's layout, we're going to go ahead and get started because I've been already on here. I don't know how long I've been on here. Doesn't tell me. But anyway, but I had a lot to share with you guys. Last week's, let me actually pull the layout. Here we go. And my camera's not up as high as it wants to be or needs to be. So I will have to be moving this around, and then at the end, I'll just make it go a little higher. But if you missed last week's layout, this is page 1 of layout number 36. And it uses the Design a Dream. Let me move this back out. Come on, catch up with me. There we go. It uses the Design a Dream 12 by 12 host reward package of paper. This is a huge pack of paper, you guys. It's 48 sheets. There are 12 designs. Basically, it's 24 if you use the front and the back of 12 by 12 designer series paper. And what I did is, I know it seems like it's freezing up there. I went ahead and just pulled a little sample of all the paper. There's some more on the back, so I got to flip this around and show you basically each little section here shows you the front and back of what each piece of paper looks like. Okay. I think it's just easier for me to do it this way. Plus, it also will show you, I did little heart punches to show you the coordinating colors that go with this. And then let me flip this around, y'all, because the back is full. Back is full. These are other sheets. I'm going to try to go slow here. So each little section right here is a piece of paper and the coordinating behind it. Now this last little piece had to get cut off a little bit more just to be an edge with the paper, but you can see lots of designs that go with this. And I hope it's not really trying to go slow. I don't know if the camera's just having a hard time keeping that up. But anyway, Design a Dream 12 by 12 package of paper, huge pack of paper. It's only available to hosts. Normally this paper is $30, but when you're a host, which you can be a host with your own order of $150 or more. You don't have to have a party. You don't have to, unless you want to, which those are always fun, to get together with a few friends and have a little crafting party. As long as you have an order of at least $150 or more, which who could not spend $150 right now in the new catalog? I know I can't. I already did. I spent $500 last night. That was after I had already put in my pre-order. So I'm just like, Barbara, can't help it. But when you have an order of $150 or more, that qualifies you to get this package of paper for only $18. And that is only available to hosts. So if you have an order of $150, there's a couple of different ways you can handle that. But if you need some ideas or you need a game plan, just let me know. And I can help you figure out the best game plan for you. Really, seriously. I love being able to show people how to save money on their crafting and then how to keep saving money on their crafting, because first of all, who doesn't like saving money, and who doesn't enjoy nice new crafting supplies and staying stocked up on your favorite items in order to complete your projects? That would be me. All right. Let's get started here. Thank you all for hanging out with me today and being so flexible. Now I'm wondering if I'm going to be able to get to sleep at a decent hour. All right. We are going to start off with our basic 12 by 12 sheet of designer series paper. And just like page number 1, we are going to use, bring this a little closer here. We're going to use this strip of designer series paper, and we're going to put this on the right side of, let me put this right in front of me so I can see what last week looked like. We're going to put this on the right side of our layout. Okay. So if you are looking for some inspiration when it comes to crafting and your scrapbook pages, you are in the right place. Everyone is free to take these layouts and reproduce them. I will tell my VIP group, let me share that real quick. With my VIP group, I had fallen, because of the retreat, around the retreat area, I had fallen behind with posting all of the layout dimensions and the supplies and everything in the VIP group. And I did catch up. So I don't know. I don't think I said anything about that before, but I did spend the evening catching up with the in there. So, and all that means is when you support me, when you purchase from me, attend any one of my paid events, anything along that lines, you get access to the private blog where I put all of these scrapbook page layouts on there, complete with the measurements, pictures, the tutorials, the whole 9 yards. So you can go back there and reference that if you want to go reproduce any of the layouts that I do. Okay. And I only do that for my VIP members because y'all support me, and that's the least I can do to give back, to thank you guys for sharing your business with me. All right. So now I have several layouts and several little mats that I'm going to put on here, but I think I'm going to start with the ones on the left. So let me go ahead and while I'm doing this, let me go ahead and mat these. I will share, I'll at least share the colors with you. This is mint macaron that we're working with. And we're going to put each one of these and mat them on. I've got 3 of them here because we want a layout that has a lot of pictures, the ability to put a lot of pictures on. And any of these mats that I do, you can definitely turn them into a little journaling mat. So if you have a little, if you have to tell a little story about your layout, which those are always important. I know I've said this before, but journaling is really important, you guys. It tells the story, of why you took that picture, why, what was happening in that moment that you want to tell the world about. It helps people to understand kind of what you were feeling, when you took that picture, what was so important about it, whether it was a first step, the look on somebody's face, I love to look at other people's scrapbooks, and I really like to read what they journal about them too, because it helps you get into like, oh wow, and the love that we all put into these scrapbooks. Some of us go all out on them. You can really deck out a scrapbook page with embellishments and the whole 9 yards. And so I'm going to bring back page number 1 because I'm going to line it up right here just so that I can make sure that I'm kind of in line with when I lay this first layout down. And I'm sorry, I thought I had my dimensionals out. Let me grab a package here because I'm going to pop this bottom one up with dimensionals. I'm going to pop the bottom one up and the top left one. Get my directions going right. And then one more. And then y'all see what I'm trying to do here. I'm trying to line. Let me bring this up a little bit to make sure that y'all can see. Sorry if it keeps freezing up on me. I can see from my end it wants to. But anyway, I lined up this page with the first page so that I could help line up right here. I want to kind of make sure it's in line with, there we go. And then I'm going to do the same thing, but I'm going to do this from the top with this one right here. And in the middle one, I'm just going to put that one directly on the layout base. Okay, so let me move this down so y'all can see. Let me put this up here. Make sure it's lined up. Come on, Barbara. I want to make sure y'all can see this really good. Okay, and then now I want to use the same logic up here at the top. Ooh, that one looked a little crooked. I'm added that just a little bit crooked, but that's okay. All right, we're good. Because now I want to put this middle one a little corner there. I'm going to put this one in the middle. That way I know. There we go. And then I'm going to do almost the same thing I did on the first page, but I'm going to use it on a smaller mat down here on this side. So what I'm going to do is this little strip of designer series paper. Oops, make sure I put the adhesive on the right side. We're going to put this down here, kind of half on, half off. There we go. And then remember the white frayed ribbon? We're going to put that on there, but I definitely need to trim that down. And if you missed last week's I need to trim that down by a lot. If you missed last week's, let me do this one. See how that frays? I had been looking for a reason to use this, and I thought, well, let me start using it in pieces, smaller pieces, rather than trying to tie a bow, because this ribbon is really thick. It's wide and it's thick and it frays, and tying a bow, in my opinion, is not easy. So, but I wanted to show you guys. I know I showed you last week how to do the banner. Sorry, I'm itchy. But I'm just going to do it this way just to show you. And let me get past that point. Okay. When you fold your ribbon and you cut it at an angle, depending on what angle you cut will depend on what kind of banner edge you get. And that one looks a little funky because of the frayed edging there. But that shows you how you can get an even cut. Now, I'm going to leave that one alone, but I'm going to go to the other side. And if I had cut it in the opposite direction, come on, fold it, Barbara. If I had cut it in the opposite direction going that way, then you would get then your banner edge would kind of look like that. Okay, so that's why you want to pay attention when you go cutting this. And I need to cut a lot of it off. So I'm going to come down a little bit more. Let's see if that works. Perfect. Perfect. Let me get these pieces off. So we're going to put this piece down just like we did on page 1, but it's not going horizontal like page 1. It's going vertical. And I'm going to take this down and keep it down with some glue dots. So let me get at least 3 of them on there, and hopefully everything wants to stick to my fingers or some part of my hand. There we go. Okay. We're going to put that I guess right there. And then I have a strip of this designer series paper that we're going to put on there as well. Which is a little bit too big, so let me cut it. Let me cut a little bit of this off. Probably not going to be straight now, but that's okay. That's straight enough. There we go. And then what did I do with that one? Let me pop this one up. Let me pop this one up on dimensionals. But I do have another piece of designer series paper I want to put down on the other side, but let me get these dimensionals on first. I decided to cut an extra strip of this designer series paper because I want it to poke out. That didn't work as much as I wanted to. Hold on. Let me pop this up and move it over a little bit more. Everything's sticking to me. Y'all can see stuff. Everything's sticking to me. I'm telling you, these rogue glue dots and designer series paper will get you. Okay. I'm going to put this right here. Okay. And then this little piece that I have right here, let me put some glue on it instead so I can slide it back behind. You can put this on before or you can put this on after. Just got to leave a little bit of room on your edge over here to make room to slide it under. I'm going to slide this right here on this side, just to put a little more color over here to help fill up that little gap. Okay, and then let me scroll this down. Let me catch up on some comments. Been missing some comments. There we go. Hey, Cindy. Cindy says hi from Virginia. Thumbs up, shared, everything. She did the whole 9 yards. Thank you, Cindy. Absolutely. Okay, so let me scroll back up here. Y'all remember that little quadrant of squares that I did on the first page? I'm going to do it again, but I'm going to put it up here. And let me lay these out. I want that one to go that way. I do want that one to go crooked a little bit. And then, oh, I may have to. I don't like that. It's not supposed to be touching. That's not supposed to be touching. I didn't anticipate that to happen. I might have to move these a little bit closer to each other so that that's not touching with that. It's like a plate. You know, when you don't want two foods touching, I don't want two pieces of my designer series paper touching if I didn't intend for them to touch that way. All right, so I got those laid out. Let me get some adhesive. Put these back into place here. I know that's called something. There's a technical medical term for that. But I also know it's kind of like a food, it's a food preference too. You know. Let me make sure I'm, where's my, there we go. You know, it's kind of like mixing peas and carrots with your mashed potatoes. If you put it on your plate and you don't want your meat touching your starch, you know, or whatever. I've known people like that. There we go. Let's do that one. Okay. Let me see if I move this up enough to keep this from touching, which I didn't. That's going to drive me nuts, y'all. Sorry. That's going to drive me nuts. Because even with adjusting that didn't work out. So let me do this. Because I can't pick this whole thing back up. Hold on. I guess I have that problem with designer series paper. Okay, so I'm going to trim a little bit of this DSP off. And I'm trying to use my little lines to, there we go. Okay, I'm not too worried about the bottom one being, you know, a little bit longer because it's really not that obvious. But that touching of those two pieces of designer series paper would have haunted me in my sleep if I ever got to sleep. So anyway, all right. The last couple of things. Got 3 things left. Let me bring this back up so you can see this piece right here. I decided to use 2 other colors that coordinate and do the same with the Heart Punch pack. So I've got this white piece. Get a dimensional on the back of that. I believe this is Daffodil Delight. I forgot to look at the colors again, but I believe this is Daffodil Delight. So let's put the Daffodil Delight one on the top, kind of going at an angle like that. And then let's matte this piece of basic white to Old Olive. This is Old Olive. Let's get a little, go. Okay. And then let me put a dimensional on the back of this one as well. And then we're going to put this one kind of going that way like that. Okay. And then let me bring this up a little bit because I still want to go ahead and put some of these new in color opal rounds. Now these are the colors that did not retire. So this is pale papaya, fresh freesia, polished pink, soft succulent, and evening evergreen. That's what these are. Okay, so we're going to put some of those. I'm going to put like what I do the first time. 1, 2, 3, 4. I put 4 of them on the first layout. So let's do the same thing over here. Let me put one right here. I'm going to try to even them out. So we got one there in the middle. Let's put one of these pale papaya ones. Let's put a pale papaya in the middle of this. And I know y'all can't see that. That's probably hard for y'all to see. But even though that's Daffodil Delight, this little pinwheel on the designer series paper is Daffodil Delight, I put a pale papaya dot in the middle of it. And these dots have a little bit of glitter to them. They're very pretty, almost opaque, but you can still see that there's some glitter on them. And so even with that being 2 different colors of our color line, it still looks good. That's how good our color coordination is. And then let me put, I don't see a pink one on this side over here. I see one up here. Let me go ahead and put a pink one. Let me put, what did I put on the first page? I put polished pink on the first page. So let me grab a polished pink one and I'm going to put one up here. I guess it's just how the designer series paper cuts. So on this one right here, instead of an evening evergreen that I put on top, I'm going to put one of these soft succulent ones down here. And I'm going to go ahead and put a small pale papaya one in the middle of that one. You can use the small ones or the big ones. There's 2 different sizes on here. And these are gorgeous. These are really, really gorgeous. I'm glad they came out with some new opal rounds with those in colors. So, and then what else? That's it. I think I intended for this to be a little bit more down, but that's okay. Let me move these out of the way and let me see if I can. Oh, I'm going to move it. We're going to see what happens, y'all. I'm going to move it. I got to move it up a little bit so y'all can see both of the pages. Okay, let me get this up a little bit. Get that out of the screen. I'm going to try to make it straight so y'all can see. There's layout number 1. And you can't see both of them at the same time. Ugh. I hate this. Hold on. Hold on. Because I'm insisting on y'all seeing both of these layouts at the same time. Let's see. That's pretty close. Let's see if I can straighten them out just a little bit. Trying to mess with my lights too, to get that out of the way. All right. Ouch. I just hit my knee on my desk. Ouch. That hurt. Okay. Well, I think that's the best that it's going to get. Sorry, my light's a little off there. Let me see if I can change that. I need one big light. You know what? When I get off of here, I'm going to get on Amazon and I'm going to look for one big light that will go across. So I'm not having to move lights around. But there you have it. Finally finished layout number 36. pages 1 and 2 using the host paper Design a Dream layout from our new catalog. And we can show y'all the inside now, which is great. That's awesome. So, but if you don't have a catalog and you need one, let me know. You know, you can always join my email list and get a complimentary catalog if you need one, if you don't already get one from somebody else. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Shannon, you're so funny. Shannon loves mixing her corn with mashed potatoes. I actually do too. I just have a problem with designer series paper. I don't mind it touching if I intended it to touch, but in that case, that bottom piece right here, I put it way too high, and I can go back and fix it. But in my mind, I've kind of already fixed it by just trimming a little bit of that off because I don't know. I didn't like that. I didn't intend for it to happen and I didn't like it. So I had to fix it. So now those two pieces right here, they don't touch and I'm fine. I'm going to live. So other than having a great day, I just want to remind y'all, let's see, my last little announcement is my Stamp into Summer retreat. There are still a couple of spaces left, and the deadline to register is May the 20th. I'm extending it just a little bit just because I do have a little bit of wiggle room, but it is May the 20th. You can take the retreat to go, or you can take either of the add-on classes. Now, the retreat itself is going to be using the Sun Prince Suite collection out of the new annual catalog. So if you have your new annual catalog, let me show you on here. Now that I can open it and show it to you, if you look on page 90 and 91, so I can put that out for you there. There you go. That is the collection that I'm going to be using for the make and takes. They're going to be gorgeous. The goodie bag's going to be a really goodie bag. Not that they never were, but y'all know if you've been to a retreat, you know, you have typically a personalized bag with all of your product inside of it and your make and takes product. And then if you had add-on classes and so forth and so forth. But this is what the make and takes will be for the June retreat. So June 9th through 12th. Like I said, there's still a couple of spaces left. And the first add-on class is going to be the He's the Man suite, completely different cards than what the monthly special was. So just keep that in mind. That's pages 78 to 79 in the same catalog. It's a completely different suite. And then the other add-on class that I'm doing, if you look on page 24 and 25 of your new annual catalog, it's going to be with the Lovely in Linen suite. So for both of the add-on classes, you'll be making 4 cards. There'll be a bonus scrapbook page. With the He's the Man, there's going to be a treat box that's part of that as well. And the link to all of this is probably, it should already be in the description. It's called Stamp into Summer Retreat. So when you click on that, there'll be information in there for where to get all of the to-go choices. There's a survey that you have to complete so that I know how to do the invoicing for you. And I know what you want for your retreat. So the deadline for that is May the 20th. So if you're interested in taking the retreat, coming to the retreat, taking it to go, or just taking one of the add-on classes, you can do that as well. So there's a little buffet that's available for you. And You all have a great day. Thank you so much for being here with me this afternoon. And I'm going to try to get my sleeping situation under control so that that doesn't happen again. But I feel good. I got some extra sleep. So I feel good. And yeah. So y'all have a great day wherever you are. Stay blessed. It's going to be getting hot here in Texas, which just means um, it's going to get hot. Y'all know if y'all are in Texas, y'all know how hot it gets. And so just take care. Make sure to check on your elderly neighbors, especially when the weather starts getting hot. Make sure you check on them. Make sure you take care of your pets. Don't leave them outside in the sun all day. But y'all pet people know how to take care of your babies. So, but some people don't. So don't hesitate to call 311 in your area if it means saving a life. So, yeah. I like what Shannon just said. Let's put that up there. Let's just stay inside and craft, y'all. I like that idea. And I got plenty to keep me busy. That's definitely for sure. So thank you, Shannon. Shannon, this is not the first time I've heard it. But Shannon says my retreats are amazing. She spoils us. I do, because I want y'all to have a great time and enjoy yourselves. Sometimes I think I do too much because y'all don't get to finish the projects y'all came to work on. But all crafters are always welcome at my retreats, just so that you know. Whether you quilt, whether you sew, whether you don't have anything to do and you just want to work on the make and takes and take the add-on classes, you can do that as well. And so, yeah. And I'm going to be going to Shannon's retreat in August. So I'm looking forward to that. It's a completely new place to me. And so that gives me an opportunity to also check out that place as well. It's called Engage over in Dripping Springs. So hopefully there's either a fall date or maybe I can even book in the spring one over there. So anyway, that gives me an opportunity to check out another retreat center that actually houses 2 more people or has 2 more spots available than the current Mountain Laurel retreat here in New Braunfels. It's a little bit further away, but that's okay. Because sometimes the furthest away I can get from my family is always welcome, because y'all know, y'all have teen boys, girls, whatever. I got teen boys and household, and sometimes you have to get away. Just get away, spoil yourselves, do something fun. Mother's Day is coming up. You deserve it. All of you ladies deserve it. And so with that, I will see y'all later. I'll be back Sunday afternoon, 3 p.m. So I'll be back Sunday, 3 p.m. Central Standard Time. And until then, y'all make sure you stay crafty, okay? All right. Bye.